World Team Tennis, the 44th season comes to you live from the La Costa Resort and Spa in Carlsbad, California, where tonight, the hosts, the San Diego Aviators, will be taking on the Orange County Breakers here in Carlsbad, a rematch of a previous encounter of which the Breakers got the better of it. I'm Ben Ricardo, with me is Leaf Shiras, and Leaf, it is so important now, every single match on the road to Las Vegas.
That's right, it's the stretch run in the season, the final matches coming down the road. Here's the reason why it's so important. Remember, the top 4 teams qualify for the championship matches in Las Vegas. Remember, 4 teams go through. You can see the Breakers poised in 5th, the Aviators tied in 3rd at 5-all. 5 wins, 5 losses with the New York Empire. So there's plenty to play for. And you can see the Breakers have a couple of games in hand that they're going to make up next week. So we'll see how that plays out moving forward. But tonight, it's got to happen for one of these teams.
And go to WTT.com to see some of those odd times for some of those makeup matches. This is going to be the order of play. And right away, the name that jumps out is right there at the bottom. Amanda Anisimova.
Anisimova has had an exceptional match last night. John Lloyd, the captain of the Aviators, who made the schedule, has slotted in women's singles to close. So he's got a lot of faith in the 17-year-old. Darian King will start out on men's singles, and it's mixed doubles, men's doubles, and women's doubles. So singles will bookend the doubles tonight. We'll see how it plays out for the Aviators on their home court.
And again, this is a great rivalry. These teams, closest teams of all, as far as, 58 miles away. And so now we're going to go, and we are ready to go. And it's going to start out with men's singles, King against Ward. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Geico has over 75 years of savings and service.
Whoa.
Travis and AT made it.
It's amazing.
Geico
Oh, is that Travis's app? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
There's 2 of them.
They're multiplying.
Geico has over
No.
75
Oh, guys, it's
years
me.
of savings and
See?
service.
No, I'm real. I'm real.
Who thinks he's real?
Geico. Over 75 years of savings and service.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a pro tennis player.
I thought you were going to get things done today.
I did. I had a consultation with my doctor this morning, and I set up a meeting with my lawyer about my Wimbledon application.
How could you afford a lawyer?
It's included with my phone. My Rocket IO Pro 3D comes with legal services, 24/7 doctor, glasses-free 3D, and it's less than $300.
You saving some money. Now you can start paying rent.
Wait, what?
Get the Rocket IO Pro 3D for less than $300. Rocket Smarter Phones.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is the next evolution of tennis. This is WTT, July 2019.
Uomo Sport.
World Team Tennis is brought to you by Wilson. Get the best gear in the game. By DecoTurf, official tennis court surface of World Team Tennis. And by Body Armor, the more natural and better hydration sports drink. La Costa Resort and Spa is the site of this match between the San Diego Aviators and the Orange County Breakers, and we are ready. We're going to start out with men's singles. Darian King taking on James Ward. King to serve.
Yeah, both these men have played so well for their teams. Darian King's been a great addition to the lineup for Coach Lloyd. He's got great speed. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he can really play from anywhere on the court. And James Ward down on the far side. He's a Brit. Playing his first season. Clinched the match last night for the Breakers in Las Vegas.
15 all. see right there, leaf right off the bat. They try to extend the court, but Darian King covers the court so well. He just moves effortlessly from side to side, almost like his feet don't even touch the ground. 30-15, King.
Yeah, he's got excellent speed around the court. I like to see that speed when he attacks, not only in defense.
That forehand gets away after an 84-mile-an-hour second serve. So now we are 30 all. 6 feet 2 inches tall, James Ward.
That's a sweet little touch.
And it had to be very, very good because the ability of Darian King to get to balls.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate Ward. He's had some big results over the course of his career. Had knee surgery in 2017, so he's playing his way back to full health now. Lots are in play, and that one bounded away from Ward. He couldn't catch up to it, and that's a tough adjustment for the guys.
And now a deciding point. See if he goes back to that backhand. How about that, though? 2 lets in a row.
Yeah.
Think that was planned? Think Coach Lloyd has been working with him to try to go ahead and serve some let serves?
That almost worked out. I mean, Ward was able to dig the ball out of his body, somehow get it back into play, and then King just coughed up the air. So kind of a poor start for King and the Aviators, losing serve and giving the breakers the early edge.
The sun's starting to go down here in Carlsbad. And just goes wide. 120-mile-an-hour serve by James Ward. Second serve. Good return by King. That ball kicked up high to his backhand. He was able to go ahead and reel it back in, get enough strings on it.
Yeah, Ward played a brilliant match against Sam Querrey in Vegas to clinch it. It came down to the 9-point tiebreaker, 4 points all, 1 point to decide the entire match. And Ward delivered an unreturnable serve against Querrey to clinch the win, 19-18. So a massive moment for the Breakers, and they're trying to go back-to-back on the road, Vegas and now here in San Diego.
So right away they go to a Geico timeout here. Rick Leach wasting no time and going out and talking to his man. John Lloyd here talking to Darian King. This will be Darian's last match for the Aviators.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing to have him leave the team. I mean, he's out of Barbados. He likes playing on the hard courts. It's his favorite service, and he's a veteran of World Team Tennis, so he's been an excellent addition.
And he seems like such a positive guy, and he's always having a good time, always smiling, always animated, and with Jonny O'Mara making a great pair. Not able to go ahead and hit that inside-out backhand, keep it in. 15-40, great opportunity here for Darian King.
It looks like there are nerves on both sides of the net.
We're at quarter MD.
Yeah, something's bothering him on the side there.
Excellent serve out wide. And normally
8 miles an hour.
And normally when you hit that serve out wide, it has a little more spin, but that had a real flat sound to it. Saves 1 break point. King has another here.
Ward comes big, 122 down the tee to the forehand. And here's the deciding point right off the bat. We got 2 of these in back-to-back games.
Yeah, the Breakers had the edge in deciding points in Vegas last night. See how they do tonight. Ward's won the first one. Here's the second.
One of the few times you're going to see Darian King not get to that ball, as Ward executing that drop shot. Remember when that drop shot was like a taboo for one Roger Federer? Hated it. And now all of a sudden that's so much a big part of his arsenal.
Yeah, it's just another weapon to use, and you have to use it, particularly in this modern era where guys are standing so far back, taking big swings. You have to find a way to attack the front part of the court.
Darian King trailing. Love 2. 109 and gets that. Love.
Yeah, he likes to step right up to the line.
Oh, he's fast.
Doesn't take a lot of time.
You know, you look at that 25-second clock, he maybe needs like 8 seconds of it.
I enjoy Darren. Remember, Benny, when they asked him what is his favorite surface, he said, well, it has to be hard courts. We only had hard courts in Barbados. So obviously not a big tennis nation. Amazing that he was able to come so far in his career.
And good shot right there by Darian King, hitting that inside-out forehand, sending Ward off the court and not able to bring it back in. 30 love for Darian King. Second serve.
All right, so a game for the Aviators. And Ward with a couple of unforced errors, but he does have the break advantage out of London, England. Did a fair amount of training at Roehampton at the National Tennis Center there. But he was a practice partner for Rafa Nadal. Got a lot of good time in with Nadal. And that's what you have to do, find better players to practice with all the time.
And that backhand sails long.
His dad's a taxi driver in
Wow.
London. No doubt driving one of the many black cabs you see in London. They're distinctive to that city.
So roomy.
Yeah, they're the best cabs,
They
aren't
are.
they? I think I have a buddy who tried to bring them to New York. He thought it would be a great business idea, bringing black cabs. Great idea. They couldn't take the roads, too much bumps.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right, because they're never going to make another rock. That's one rock that's going to stay that way.
That's over the baseline.
That is now 30-15 as Ward goes long on that one. His last serve was 125. And you see that ball breaking, and he looked like he had a good look at it, but then that break at the very end. 30 all now.
Yeah, Darian King doesn't give you the same ball every time. He mixes up the pace, plays with variety.
Second serve. A Darian King typical point. He's going to cover 2/3 of the earth, and then the rest of it he's going to leave to his opponent to try to get.
Yeah, some excellent movement and balls back in play. I mean, this is a ball that Ward just doesn't get to. He's a step away from it.
And you know, I think that as the match goes on, Leaf, it affects the opponent because they realize man, I got to paint lines because otherwise this guy's going to run down everything as they take a Geico timeout right here.
Also, Ward not as comfortable in the transition game. I mean, a lot of these balls he could be coming in behind and volleying. I'm surprised that he's not doing more of it. So a chance for the Aviators to get the break right back. Here's Darian King at 30-40.
Just missing on that 123-mile-an-hour wide serve. And Darian King again, just grit, showing you how he's going to battle through every single point until finally getting and now evening it up at 2-2. We'll be back with more men's singles right after this.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots
and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
World Team Tennis, the 44th season comes to you live from the La Costa Resort and Spa. Darian King has really picked up this crowd, evening it up, breaking James Ward. Now King to serve. Unbelievable. King getting that and leaf. All of a sudden, Ward saying, what's it going to take here?
It's so funny how tennis is a game of matchups. Ward just not comfortable right now taking on King. He doesn't like to see all these balls coming back because he's got to find different ways to finish, and he doesn't have a lot of variety in the transition game.
Well, they say in any sport, I mean, if you talk about boxing, again, styles make fights. And that time getting a good serve to the forehand of James Ward. He sails that long. Not able to get enough strings on that now. It's even at 30 all.
Another thing that King does well, when he gets into the corners, he doesn't reply with pace, because the harder you hit the ball from a bad position, the more trouble you play yourself into. He tends to take pace off, keeps it down low.
That time he got a short ball up high, and he just spanked it. You know, I always tell people, I said, the faster the legs go, the slower the stroke. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're,
that's what King does.
If you're using that weight transfer on the ball, you don't have to swing as hard. Plus, you're most likely taking it early. And early is the same as hard.
So we'll see what Darian King does at the U.S. Open. is a beautiful strategy. Not only the strategy, but the execution.
Yeah.
Going wide, and then that slow, soft, inside-out backhand.
That was a beautiful shot. Ken Rosewall, the great Australian, who was so famous for his underspin backhand. He would have been proud. That was like muscles right there.
Can you imagine what he would have done with the frames of today?
Oh boy, he would have carved up a lot of these heavy top spinners.
He would have to learn CPR and also how to stop blood, because imagine there'd be a lot of blood on the court with his slices.
Well, that's what Pancho Gonzalez said about him. Rosewall, it's like he would nick you here, nick you there, and suddenly you're bleeding to death. Spectacular shot.
What an unbelievable attempt right there by Darian King. Look at him smiling, thinking I should have had that. James Ward really stretching out the court. 15 love. And Darian King said, this is going back. Short angle, AM, PM, he found it. That's it, folks. Find that AM, PM. It's open 24 hours. I don't even know why they put a lock on it. Second serve. And James Ward is just befuddled. He is just shaking his head, wondering. And all of a sudden, Darian King, it took a little bit for him to warm up, but now, Leaf, he is really seeing it.
Yeah, combination of defense and good offense at the right times.
Second serve. And Darian King again now pushes James Ward back. And last night against Ulysses Blanche, boy, Darian King really came through for this team.
Yeah, and again, lots of balls in play to break down someone like Blanche, who also likes to play with power.
And thought he had the drop right there in that AM/PM, but King, boy, he had a beat on that ball. So just like that, all of a sudden now the Aviators enjoying a 4-2 match score and game score in this opening match.
It's a pretty sloppy play from the Brit, who cannot be happy with his performance. Losing 4 straight games. King with a chance to serve for the set.
Darian King right now, I think he's got clairvoyance. He's able to anticipate every single time, and if you think about it, clairvoyance is a good thing to have, but I don't think you can make money out of it because the psychic channel went out of business.
Did it?
It didn't work.
Maybe it could be a superpower. Maybe it could be a superhero.
Darian King, boy, talk about athleticism, physicality, and now all of a sudden taking a Geico timeout. Rick Leach wants to try to help his man. James Ward trying to reel it back in here.
And Ward has some good memories from San Diego. Beat Sam Querrey in the Davis Cup match here when the great British side took on the U.S. side at Petco Park. They put a clay court in left field. He pulled off the big upset over Sam Querrey in that Davis Cup match, a match that Great Britain ended up winning. And he was a part of the winning side the next year. He had a 5-set win over John Isner in Glasgow, 15-13 in the 5th. So Ward has had some big moments, but tonight doesn't seem to be one of them.
That's an Aviators ace right there. Now, he's going to quit trying to hit it with a racket. He's going to kick the ball instead. Another big serve. 107 down the, no, 117. You know, it's not a huge serve lead, but he's got that ball moving. 40 love. Wrap it up right here.
Here we go, folks. Same thing.
40-50. 2 more opportunities to close this out with the serve. That time James Ward got a really good look at it and blew that ball right by Darian King.
Yeah, not much behind the second serve, so Ward had position and time, so he was able to take a full swing.
Now, this is D-Day here for Darian King. Boy, what a great start this would be for his Aviator teammates to open up with a 5-2 lead. And Darian King does it. Gets his team off to a great start. John Lloyd decides to start out with men's singles, a hunch that he had, and that hunch now has paid off as the Aviators open up with a 5-2 lead. And we've got, coming up, mixed doubles. We'll be back with more right after this.
I want it.
I can't believe it. That cow brought his karaoke machine?
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why I never wanted you to say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin! No!
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Our goal is to provide the widest range of products we can for people to have the best tennis experience possible. All types of products that could be used on a tennis court, from the nets and the posts, the basic infrastructure, to the equipment and amenities that make the game safer or just more comfortable for players. It all comes together there on the court. Every court's a little different. We try to leverage our expertise to help each individual have the best court they possibly can.
Uomo Sport.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a pro tennis player.
I thought you were going to get things done today.
I did. I had a consultation with my doctor this morning, and I set up a meeting with my lawyer about my Wimbledon application.
How could you afford a lawyer?
It's included with my phone. My Rocket IO Pro 3D comes with legal services, 24/7 doctor, glasses free 3D, and it's less than $300.
You saving some money. Now you can start paying rent.
Wait, what?
Get the Rocket IO Pro 3D for less than $300. Rocket smarter phones.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is the Aviators. This is WTT, July 2019.
Back here at the Costa Resort and Spa, and here is the 2019 World Team Tennis official rules.
Remember, it's no ad scoring. The sets are 5-game sets. First one to get to 5. If it gets to 4 all, 9-point tiebreaker. So with no ad scoring and the 9-point tiebreak, it all can be decided by 1 point, the games and the set. And remember, every game counts for the total score at the end of the night. Which team wins is which team has the most games won. Lets are in play, and if the encore coaching is allowed, and players can be substituted. If someone's having a bad night, get him out of there, put someone else in.
Okay, so there's coaching allowed on court. Is there on-coach allowed to play? Let's say if they all get hurt.
I think the coach can be allowed in exceptional cases, yes. All right, here's the SoCal rivalry, Benny. 58 miles between these two. These are the closest teams in all of World Team Tennis. And this is a rematch of the 2016 title match, the Aviators beating the Breakers. That was at the Westside Tennis Club in New York, and then the Breakers beating the Aviators right here in Carlsbad in 2017.
And the Breakers won the first match 24-17. So the Aviators trying to avenge that. We're going to go with mixed doubles right now. It is going to be Jonny O'Mara and Arina. Rodionova for the Aviators, serving Ward and Bambridge.
And like James Ward, Ward and Bambridge is a Brit. Now Jonny O'Mara is a Scotsman.
What an athlete, though. What an athlete, Jonny. And he's contagious because the guy's just always in such a great mood, bouncing around, urging everybody on. And a big overhead at the net right there. What'd you think of that overhead?
Well, she didn't get all of it. As you can see, she was a little disappointed she didn't put that away, as Rodionova had a play on it. But Klepac is a veteran. She knows her way around the tennis court, particularly doubles. Former MVP of the league.
30 love, second serve. Big forehand by Jonny O.
Yeah, Klepac won the MVP in 2017, the year that the Breakers won the title over the Avs. There's Andreja having a word with Luke. These two make an excellent mixed doubles pair. Nice combination of speed and power and experience. Bambridge, the younger of the two, 24 years of age. But he's an up-and-comer in the doubles game. He's won a couple career titles.
And beautiful ace right down the tee, 97 miles an hour. Rodionova never saw that, and he didn't even flinch towards that way.
97 miles an hour, but it had great location. There was a lot of spin for control. You don't have to hit it hard, just put it in a good spot.
40-15. And bam! Bambridge gets that deciding point, and they win the first game.
Yeah, so a good start for the Breakers. Interesting, isn't it? The home side serves first in the first, third, and fifth set. The visiting side serves first in the second and fourth. So the Breakers starting things off in a good way in the mixed doubles.
So now Jonny O is going to serve and gives his instructions to Arina Rodionova. Pat's not able to handle that serve. I'll tell you what, that would be two great partners for Dancing with the Stars. They're doing every break. Both of them are up and dancing throughout the whole night. Jonny O to serve. Gets to the middle down the tee. Bambridge not able to reel that in.
Yeah, talking with John Lloyd, the captain of the Aviators, he really wanted Jonny on his team. He knows he's a talented doubles player, but he likes his energy. He's fun to be around. He makes a good teammate, and you need that chemistry in team tennis.
And a big serve to Klepac. I asked Jonny O, I said, how do you want me to say it, O'Mara or O'Mara? You say it any way you want. I said, all right, this is my kind of guy. There's Jonny O, 24 years of age. And a big serve. Ace, 112 going out the door. Bambridge can just merely look at it. Look at Jonny O, he's loving it. He's over there dancing along with, I'm telling you, Dancing with the Stars right there,
yeah,
these two.
These two could do it, huh? Yeah, Rodionova is always getting the groove going. And I think that's a nice way to stay loose out here because you feel, again, that pressure to perform.
Look at the two of them.
Have a good time all the time.
That's what World Team Tennis is all about. Klepac to serve.
O'Mara O'Mara all over the net.
And Johnny's starting to get experience in this World Team Tennis format. And the let's jumping on that one.
Yeah, Klepac, this one, she doesn't get over the top of it. Sort of carries up high, but O'Mara cuts it off.
And that time found the seam. And Arina Rodionova not able to run that down. $15 all. Klepac serving. And great anticipation there. Look, Bambridge, and then shows you that feathery touch. Great net worth.
And that's why Bambridge has got a couple of career titles. He's played in 3 finals this year with a man across the net. These guys were partners throughout all this year. They're not playing doubles together anymore, but they've had great success together. Yeah, great shot by Klepac. And being doubles partners and traveling the world together, yes, it's great when things are going well. When maybe things don't go so well, maybe it's time to reevaluate whether we'll partner together, and that's kind of where O'Mara and Bambridge are. They've known each other since they were 9, 10 years of age.
Klepac, 33 years of age, 4th season at WTT from Slovenia. Coming down the tee, trying to get to the backhand of Jonny O. Second serve, 40-15. That is a miss hit, folks.
Yeah, and Andreja has a pretty big take back on the forehand. And O'Mara, when he hits the ball hard like that, it really challenges Andreja. She was late to that one, so 40-15, or 40-30, I should say.
What a shot by Jonny O! 1, anticipate, and 2, executing with perfection that feathery touch up close to the net. Here's the deciding point, and after having joined a 40-love lead, Aviators battling back. That beautiful inside-out backhand, sending Klepac off the court. And after being down, love 40, brings the team back, and they now lead 2-1.
That was just a wonderful doubles point. Rodionova, O'Mara coming to the net together. Now they defend. And suddenly they're having to find a way to get this ball back into play. Tricky moment. Rodionova handles it well with a deep lob in reply. And this is where O'Mara goes to work. Klepac unable to catch up to that.
Now we get to see Rodionova serve. They lead 2-1.
Right side.
15.
Well, I did hear an out call from the Hawkeye Live technology, but Klepac continued to play. No challenge or no question towards the umpire.
Yeah, a good forehand by Rodionova. And another Geico timeout. Boy, Rick Leach, he loves to talk to his team. Both those coaches being very active tonight.
Yeah, well, he hasn't seen him in a while. Gotta come. Hey, how are you guys doing out here?
Right away. Now, you know it'd be really good if the coach all of a sudden says, okay, sit down, I'm going to play this game.
Yeah.
And then you come in. John lending some of his wisdom.
Sean Lloyd He's won a King Trophy as a coach right here in San Diego, but he also won one as a player back for the Los Angeles Strings.
30 love.
Yeah, that was back in 1990, and
that was a 78-mile-an-hour serve. And I guess what it does is it kind of entices you to think that I'm going to really crush this ball, and then all of a sudden you spray it. 40 love. John Lloyd, though, what an athlete.
Yeah, 1990. Jeannie Buss was the owner of the LA Strings at that time.
Johnny, putting that ball right down that line. And his former doubles partner, Luke Bambridge, looked befuddled. 3-1 now. The Aviators take a lead. Back with more mixed doubles right after this.
Seeker. Oh, we playing. Oh my God. You beat the system.
Want to talk dirty? How about a dirty martini with a clean, crisp twist? Introducing the world's cleanest dirty martini. Broken Shed Vodka. Sip it and set your spirit free.
Take home their first King Trophy. The Castles get it done. San Diego Aviators have won it. There it is. Orange County Breakers are the World Team Tennis Champion. What an amazing effort by an amazing team.
The home team Aviators here at the Costa Resort and Spa lead it 3-1 in this mixed doubles. Luke Bambridge is going to serve now. Second serve. Double fault there for Bambridge, his first one.
Yeah, the breakers have to be careful here. They're already down the break. You don't want to give San Diego the opportunity to get another break, because if they do, they'd serve for the set. So he's got to sort of clean up his game right here.
Love 15.
Yeah, that's better.
And that serve sets that Klepac at the net, and boy, she puts it away. Went right down the tee, attacking Rodionova. 15 all. Second serve.
Another double fault.
Second one now.
A little surprised. Maybe he's a little intimidated by Omero's return. Inexplicable.
And another Geico timeout here to talk it up. John Lloyd and Rick Leach getting a lot of camera time tonight. And you see, John Lloyd can't help but to let Johnny go. It's an infectious attitude that he has, both with his smile. So now he's going to go at Arina Rodionova. Last time she went right to the forehand of Rodionova. Goes there again.
Oh, no, she missed it.
And good defensive play by Arina Rodionova. Sending that ball, making your opponent hit the ball one more time.
Yeah, you have to be, again, careful if you're a breaker. This could be a blowout city. Got to find a way back here. Bambridge has to settle in and get first serves in.
You can't say they're jet lag. It's only 58 miles. Hey, good hands right there by Bambridge at the net.
Well, they did fly from Vegas this morning to San Diego, drove up from the airport to La Costa, so they're able to settle in pretty comfortably, but you're right, travel shouldn't be too much of a problem.
35-minute flight, and it's on a private plane, right? Just missing his Jonny. Oh, great move by Luke Bambridge to just dart out to that far side and got that forehand. Here's the deciding point. And boy, the Aviators get this. It could be good night Arina in a hurry, and I hate to say that in World Team Tennis, but it's shaping up that way. What a shot by Bambridge. Showed you that he can go to the right, get a forehand up in the air. Now he goes to the left and gets a backhand on the deciding point.
Yeah, it's a good call. I mean, he has shown that he can cover this court and he can come up with shots from either wing, because this is not an easy play when you're stretched out like this. Try to generate pace when you're going away from the court. He's able to get just enough down at the feet of O'Mara. And that's a nice comeback.
He looked just like Leaf Shires with a wooden racket.
Yeah, well, I would have made it a little bit better, but it was still pretty good.
And here we go. It is O'Mara to serve. Second serve.
It's amazing to think that all the players on the court here never used wood rackets when they were young. They grew up with synthetics.
And Klepac going right at Rodionova, not able to handle it. Love 15.
And I think that's a good return. You know, Amaro is the leader of the Aviators mixed doubles team. You've got to test Rodionova at the net. See how she handles reflexes. See how she handles pace.
Let's see if Bambridge does it. That goes long. Good serve by Jonny O.
I think you're right. I think Bambridge should have taken that return right at Rodionova. She had just missed the last volley. See what she's got. See if she can play another. And if she misses another one, maybe you can get in her head a little bit.
And you can always say sorry later.
It's just business.
That's it. 15-0. The arms got a little tight right there on the part of Jonny O, and puts that into the net. Is now 15-30.
It's kind of like you getting the check at dinner, the alligator arms, right?
That's it.
Can't quite get in there to find the wallet. But he got jammed in there, didn't he? He couldn't extend his arm.
I got a lot of friends with a reach impediment when it comes to the check. 15-30. Yeah. Good serve by Jonny O, going right to the forehand of Luke Bambridge, and now it is 30-all. Klepac has chosen to attack Rodionova on these returns. Let's see if Rodionova goes back. Would you send Rodionova back, or would you leave her at the net?
I'd leave her up there for sure. I feel she's pretty good up there. Just got to get a good serve to give her a chance.
Great doubles, and at the end, Klepac making the mistake every one of you out there who played league tennis has done, and that is tank it at the net.
Yeah, that's a disappointing miss for Klepac. It was a great buildup, an excellent exchange, but she just didn't get herself in position. And you can see how thrilled they are to get the point, the Aviators. Incredible.
Rick Leach bringing some rackets out for his man, Luke Bambridge, who's chosen to go ahead and get another racket right there during this Geico timeout. 40-30. Jonny O has attacked the forehand of Bambridge. And that's exactly where he goes again. And just like that now, The Aviators, one more game away from wrapping this one up as they take a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, they're building some nice momentum, and every night's different in World Team Tennis. Sometimes it's tight. Other times it could be blowout city. I mean, the Aviators, you build momentum like this, why not take all 5 sets?
9-4 is the match score. 4-2. Klepac finally delivers a ball that Jonny O cannot return. Boy, Jonny O has covered the entire North San Diego County on that particular point.
These two teams are playing some great mixed doubles. I mean, look at this get by Rodionova. Keep the point alive. Just unable to get that one. Good news for the Breakers. They haven't had much of late.
15 love. Jonny, no, that's Rodionova. Threading that ball right down the line.
And that's the thing about doubles. If you're not sure where to put the ball, just make up your mind. Okay, I'm going to hit this return up the line. It doesn't matter if my opponent's there or not. I'm going to hit it there. That's just what she did.
15 all. Second serve.
Forehand return winner.
Jonny O.
And I think he might have broken a string. I think he's a little sad about that.
He loved that racket. He was feeling with that racket.
He did, and this one has a different kind of string in it. Boy, that's never a good feeling when your favorite racket pops or the string breaks.
Great job right there by Rodionova, extending Klepac off the court with that two-hand backhand return.
Yeah, these are set points, and with no ad scoring, it's actually 3 consecutive set points.
Second serve. 15-40. Trying to wrap it up here, the Aviators. And a double fault, just like that. It is a 10-4 lead for the Aviators.
Yeah, taking the opening 2 sets, that's a great start for the home side.
Coming up, and it's going to be men's doubles right after this.
I want it.
I can't believe it.
That car brought his karaoke machine.
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why I never wanted you to say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin. No.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
Uomo Sport.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is the Breakers. This is WTT, July 2019.
Visit the all-new WTT.com for live and on-demand matches, highlights, news, statistics, behind-the-scenes videos, and complete coverage of World Team Tennis 2019. And that man right there is Fred Luddy. He is the owner of the Aviators as well as part owner of this league and the 2018 Forbes Innovator of the Year.
Yeah, he built such a wonderful company, Service Now, and now he's trying to build World Team Tennis into something bigger and better than it is. And they're off to a great start. He's got a new CEO at the head of it, Carlos Silva. They've added 2 new teams this year, looking to expand again next year. But it's Fred Luddy who's the impetus for a lot of the energy right now in World Team Tennis. So glad he's here tonight, and thanks for all his many contributions to this great league.
And he's got a great man in Carlos Silva, an innovator, high-energy guy who loves the game of tennis, played tennis in college, and I think he's going to do great things with this World Team Tennis.
And Carlos Silva went to BC, Boston College. He's a Golden Eagle.
Before Christ? I'm sorry. Here we go. Ready for men's doubles? Jonny O'Mara, Darian King for the Aviators. King to serve. How about those hands by Jonny O at the net? But Bambridge, his former partner, knows him so well. He just followed that ball and finally put it away. Showing you his net worth, and what incredible feathery hands at the net.
And Bambridge failed to put that floating ball away. A little surprised. O'Mara was able to make a nice play, keep it alive.
Go.
Now, Jonny O did a phenomenal job of ducking that head. Ward was aiming for that head. He ducked it.
Yeah, that was a shot across the bow.
That would have been a great soccer move where you dip your head, then you score with your heels. 30-15. And Jonny O could kick himself right now. He had that ball sitting right there on his right. It dropped perfectly for him, not able to keep it in. $30 all. Now, Jonny O didn't do much, but he did enough to disrupt the rhythm of that team on the other side of the net, and that's what caused the error on the part of Bambridge.
Yeah, and if you're someone at the net in doubles, you want to be not only winning points in that, but you also want to be a distraction to your opponents. You want them to be thinking about you.
Havoc, havoc, havoc. That's what you want to create. And Jonny O could get a PhD in creating havoc at the net. He has been all of that, and just like that, now the Aviators take an 11-4 lead in the match score.
Yeah, the Aviators have come out very energetic, very positive. They're playing with a lot of sort of style and, I don't know, the belief. And right now, the Breakers are flat. They come in from Vegas after a massive win, a 1-point win over Vegas to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they've come out flat, and they're in all sorts of trouble.
And so athletic right there. Look, Bambridge doing a scissors kick while elevating himself, and then Jonny O not able to handle that. Oh, 116-mile-an-hour serve, and Darian King, beautiful return.
Yeah, the best teams in men's doubles this year are Philadelphia and Orlando. Of course, Philadelphia is Fabrice Martin. He's done a great job. But the third and fourth best teams are Orange County and San Diego. These teams have been very productive this season.
The Aviators will close the season with Orlando. They know each other very well. Bambridge just waiting for him right there and dropping it down the line. I don't think Jonny O likes those strings. He's been fidgeting with those strings ever since he broke the strings on his other racket. Ward.
And it's funny too, because the strings these days, you know, are so durable. They seem to last forever. But boy, when they do break, they can be a real surprise. Bit of a shock. You can go to the moon with the strings. They seem to last forever. Take you places in your tennis game you've never gone before.
40-15, second serve. Jonny O with that backhand and blame it on the racket.
Now, that's the one thing when you come on the court. You always want to have your equipment right. Your rackets are strung and ready to go. Of course, when you're on the road like these teams are, you've got to be doubly sure, because you don't have time to, you know, mess around. You've got to make sure your equipment, your strings are right.
Well, I remember when Sam Quare was here, inside a racket was like 17 rackets.
Jeez.
That was one big bag full of those rackets. Yeah, and then Redfoo had his bag too. That was full of glasses with no lenses on them.
Sort of his trademark, right?
Yeah. And it is 15-love. That gets away from Jonny O, and it goes long. Ward, nice job of just being patient with that ball. $15 all. And a very wide, but a very short angle. Almost impossible to get anywhere near that 107-mile-an-hour serve. 30-15. Boy, James Ward just doesn't look like he's totally into it here. Just business. Gets the left shoelace of Luke Bambridge, Darian King.
Yeah, King is quick around the court, and he goes back well for the smash. Of course, Ward's a little at fault there for getting that rip on Bambridge.
40-15.
Short lob is never a suggested shot.
And Jonny O holds his serve. Gives his team now a 12-5 match score lead. It is 2-1 in this set. Hate to see Darian King go, because it seems like Jonny O and Darian are just now starting to really start to click together.
Yeah, they are a good team, because King gets a lot of balls in play, and O'Mara's a finisher. He moves around the court, very creative.
Big serve by Bambridge. 109.
Yeah, Bambridge is out of Nottingham, England. Big Man United fan. Bambridge.
And that time, Bambridge was very patient, took the ever fast. King let him go by and then went behind him.
Yeah, he sort of held the shot. There's a look at Luke. He's a rookie this year. Tall, athletic, very strong player.
Had a famous sheriff in Nottingham, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. Second serve.
Actually, that ball touched both their rackets, so a nice call by the guys. Nice bit of sportsmanship there.
Jonny O.
Watch this. I think it hit Johnny's racket into King's racket, and that's where the infraction was. So they called it on themselves, almost like a touch.
Bambridge. 40 love. Trying to wrap it around Jonny O. It is now 40-15, and Jonny O is going to get a chance to get a look at this Bambridge serve. Look how far back Jonny O is going back to return this serve. And now he's finally stepping up. But he's still a good 3 feet behind that. 2 feet now on the baseline. And the forehand gets away. And Bambridge now serves his team back into contention here. We'll be back with more men's doubles right after this.
Oh my God. What? Are we playing? Oh my God. You beat the system.
Want to talk dirty? How about a dirty martini with a clean, crisp twist? Introducing the world's cleanest dirty martini. Broken Shed Vodka. Sip it and set your spirit free.
Take home their first King trophy. The Castles get it done. San Diego Aviators have won it. There it is. Orange County Breakers are the World Team Tennis Champions. What an amazing effort by an amazing team.
Darian King to serve. We're even 2-2. 12-6 is the match score in favor of the Aviators. And Ward sends that return long. 15 love. Darian King. Darian King started the night off with a victory in the men's singles 5-2 over James Ward. Trying to deliver now a doubles win. 30 love. So, Leaf, what is he doing with that, sir? 114. I mean, it's not like it's massive.
Yeah, it looks like he
But
gets
look
up.
how badly they're missing.
Yeah, and he gets up to the ball quickly. The toss doesn't stay up there very long. So I think that serve gets on you quickly. So it's a very good-looking serve and a good-looking game there. 4 unreturnables.
It is now 13-6 in the match score.
That was a Roger Federer service game. Federer's who's so well known for 59 seconds, a minute 10. He'll get a very quick game. So Darian King playing like the best player in the world.
Boy, he moves like he's the best player in the world. Now James Ward to serve. Second serve.
Boy, up close and personal. And Bambridge got a racket on the ball, but it sailed over the baseline.
And King having to be very careful as he was very close to that net. It is now love 30. I'm sorry, now it's 15 all. Jumped the gun on that. James Ward now giving the instructions to his partner, Luke Bambridge. He's been attacking the forehand of Jonny O. See if he goes there. Second serve. And the first double fault for James Ward.
Yeah, and I think this is the player that the Aviators will really look to break. I mean, Bambridge is a serve and volleyer, very comfortable in the doubles game. Ward, a little more of a singles player. He's not serving and volleying, not as comfortable with the net, so perhaps the Aviators are focusing on this moment right here.
15-30.
Gotta make that return.
And he tried to go at the net. That's what usually happens when you're late on a return. Now it is 30 all. He was trying to go to Jonny O's backhand last time. Second serve.
Sorry, I was looking for Iris.
Great hands by Luke Bambridge.
Yeah, and that's where a good partner recognizes that he needs to make, a contribution. Ward is struggling. Bambridge steps out, wins the point, takes a little pressure off Ward now.
And asking for is it a timeout, or is he, I think Jonny O's trying to get a racket. So it is going to be a Geico timeout.
Not exactly sure what that was about, but looks like they put that behind them, whatever it was, Geico timeout.
And it's second serve, right?
Yeah, no, I think they're going to have to replay that. Well, it's 40-30, so that point has been played. Because you can't take a timeout in between a serve.
So Rick Leach was quick about talking to his players. John Lloyd now. Jonny O was trying to get something, and I don't know if it was a racket or...
Color temperature.
Second serve. A good looping return there by Darian King.
Yeah, it was very deep. We haven't had that many deciding points. This is just the fourth one we've had, or actually the fifth one we've had.
And Darian said, I want to take it. The deciding point. What a shot by Darian King. He dialed in the strings exactly the distance he needed to send that ball. And all the way to the back of the baseline goes that ball.
Yeah, that is a huge moment for the Aviators. We were all looking to Amanda Anisimova to deliver some big moments, but instead it's been King in the early goings, controlling that ball in. That is a huge.
And he wanted it, he asked for it, he got it, he delivered.
Yeah, and look at the score, 14-6. A long way back for the Breakers.
Good job by Darian King at the net. You know, that's not necessarily a comfort level for him to leave, but he actually does a pretty good job there.
Yeah, he's got nice hands. I don't think he's a natural volleyer, but he just puts the racket on the ball. He's got feel.
There's that feel. Hitting that backhand, bringing the racket up, and then sending that ball straight down. Heavy, heavy ball sent James Ward's way. 30 love. Well, there's an example. You talked about Luke Bambridge has to do something. And try there, he might have overstepped his bound and went a little bit too far in getting to that ball. 40 love. And there is Jonny O. 5-2, and now 15-6 is the match score.
Amazing 3-5-2 sets. I mean, I never would have called it, much less San Diego winning all three of them, but so dominant.
And back-to-back 40 love service games. One for King and then one for Jonny O to go ahead and wrap that up. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great tennis players of all time recently passed. He passed away on July 20th. And for this particular team here announcing, it was a very sad night. And because of the history of my partner, Leif Shiras, who won Wimbledon playing with the great Peter McNamara. Share with me your memories, and look at that.
Yeah, 1995, and Peter McNamara always played with Paul McNamee, another fellow Aussie. They were known as the Supermax, and they won 3 major titles together. This is the 35 and over doubles, and I substituted for Paul, who got injured. And Peter, I'm telling you, he put me on his back and carried me over the line. The guy was a brilliant player, but also one of the most lovely guys, a real twinkle in his eye, a real fair dinkum Aussie, and he's going to be sadly missed. But what a life he lived. So rich. He was so loved by everyone in the tennis community, particularly in Australia, where he was a hero to so many players. But we're going to miss Peter McNamara, who was a wonderful part of our tennis community over the many years that he played. It was a part of our world. He coached as well, coached a number of players. So he was making contributions right up to his passing.
5 singles and 19 doubles title. Peter McNamara, he will always be remembered by all tennis fans around the world.
I won it.
I can't believe it.
That car brought his karaoke machine.
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why I never wanted you to say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin. No.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Almost Sport.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a pro tennis player.
I thought you were going to get things done today.
I did. I had a consultation with my doctor this morning, and I set up a meeting with my lawyer about my Wimbledon application.
How could you afford a lawyer?
It's included on my phone. My Rocket IO Pro 3D comes with legal services, 24/7 doctor, glasses-free 3D, and it's less than $300.
You saving some money. Now you can start paying rent.
Wait, what?
Get the Rocket IO Pro 3D for less than $300. Rocket Smarter Phones.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
Greatness is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
The Lasers take home their first King Trophy. The Castles get it done. San Diego Aviators have won it. There it is. Orange County Breakers are the World Team Tennis Champion. What an amazing effort by an amazing team.
World Team Tennis is brought to you by USTA, the United States Tennis Association. Music provided by Free Play Music, the best music library on the planet. And this is the halftime festivities on a Aloha Friday here at the La Costa Resort and Spa. The fans get here to go, and even Ace is dressed up with a Hawaiian shirt, having a good time over here. And you know, one of the guys that literally, this guy is 24/7. This is Jim Alt. He is the Director of Community Relations for the Aviators, but he is 24/7 tennis, 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 tennis. The guy lives it, he loves it, and he is enthusiastic. And now last Sunday night, after their masterpiece win over the first place Lasers, the Aviators made some art off the court. Come on, that looks like Picasso.
It's beautiful.
As all the Aviators, even the owner, Fred Luddy, getting in on there and putting their mark on the canvas. And the team is donating the paintings to charity. And so that is a great, great cause. And I think it looks beautiful. Look at that coloring.
It really is lovely. And, you know, the other person who was involved with Jim was Walter Redondo, who is a very talented tennis player from this area, who is also now a modern artist. And he was involved in this as well with his creativity and his ideas moving forward. So here's another one that they were experimenting with, all done with tennis balls and paint and some of the explosions as it hit the screen.
World Team Tennis, it's fun, but it's also serious business. Now let's take a look at the standings. We've already had some results from tonight's matches, but here's where they find themselves now. The Freedoms right there lead from first place, 9-2. And
yeah, Philadelphia
right there.
Yeah, Philadelphia had a win over DC tonight, and Orlando beat Springfield. So the Lasers down to second place. So you can see pretty much Philadelphia and Springfield are going to be locks for the playoffs, you feel. And it's really going to be for third and fourth place to see who goes to the playoffs. But it's just get in the playoffs. You've got a great shot once you're there. But it's going to be important for Orange County and San Diego to win matches right now, because the Empire are having one of their best seasons in a couple of years.
And, of course, it's all about the road to Vegas. Just right after 15, that's all you need to do is go over there at the Orleans Arena. They're going to play it at the beautiful Orleans Arena. Great facilities, and it's going to be a great time. There is the schedule. August 2nd will be the semifinals. The finals will be August 3rd. So all those, you get a chance to go ahead. You'll be seeing us on CBS Sports Network. And it's going to be a lot of fun to go ahead and watch that. And it's like with anything, you know, like the Final Four. This year I got the call, the Final Four for CBS, and that's one of those things. Just get there.
Yeah.
Get there and then take your shot.
Exactly.
You never know.
Right. Exactly.
The shots
right.
are going to drop, and if they do, you've got a great chance to go ahead and get the King Trophy, which is what your eventual goal is for World Team Tennis. So a lot great opportunities to go there. The Aviators are going to finish it up here Sunday. They take on the Rollers, 7 o'clock Pacific time. Then they'll take on Tuesday. They'll play the Castles. Wednesday, they'll wrap it up against the Storm. And you mentioned about the Storm's great doubles team. men's doubles, a very solid part of the Storm team.
Yeah, and, I mean, again, all these teams are so close. It's always going to come down to one or two moments. So you've just got to find a way to get wins down the stretch, get yourself into the Final Four.
Now, chemistry is something that's so important. And you look at that, and a lot of these players, like for instance, Darian King tonight will be his last night playing for the Aviators. And of course, that's a challenge for that team to come up with somebody else that is going to be that same type of chemistry that he brings to the team. So let's see if they're able to find somebody else to duplicate that and let this team go all the way into the King Trophy.
Yeah, and Darian King has to play, I believe it's the Pan American Games, which is a fairly large international competition, so the schedules overlap. So it is going to put a little bit of pressure on John Lloyd and the representatives of San Diego to try and find someone who can fill the shoes of Darian King, who's done such an admirable job playing men's singles and men's doubles.
The Breakers will take a look at their schedules. They try to be one of the 4 teams in Las Vegas. Saturday, they take on the Rollers. Monday, they're at Castle. That'll be a makeup. And then Monday at the Storm. Tuesday at the Lasers. And then Wednesday, they host the Castles at home there at 9 p.m. on ESPN+.
Yeah, so they've got – it's going to be tough. They got a couple on the road, and playing on the road is tricky, particularly at Springfield. Springfield's a great home team, and obviously they're one of the top 2 teams in the league. But we'll see how it goes. The match with the Castles in OC is going to be vital. So it's down the stretch they come. It's like the race to get to the tape, and you got to find a way to get her 3rd or 4th.
That is the young lady everybody has come to see tonight. She is Amanda Anisimova. She is number 23 in the WTA rankings, despite only being 17 years of age.
Yeah, and World Team Tennis is such a wonderful option for her because it doesn't count as a tournament on the WTA. So she can get a lot of high-level tennis in, and I think she has enjoyed being part of the team. I was watching her on the bench during the first 3 sets, and she was fully captivated and very much into it.
And Lee, that's one of the things that she mentioned after the match was the fact that she said, I really enjoyed being a part of a team where my teammates were picking me up, and it was such a joy to come through and after being loved 3 in singles, deliver the big win 5-3, reeling off 5 straight wins, and then winning that set. So Amanda Anisimova has been converted to World Team Tennis. She loves it. She thinks it's a great experience. And again, that's the beauty of World Team Tennis. You get that team atmosphere where you get to bring the chemistry of all the levels of play of your teammates there and really push each other on. So it's going to be the Breakers, Aviators, and the doubles team. And for the Aviators, it is going to be the team of Arina Rodionova, Amanda Anisimova taking on Andreja Klepac and Nicole Gibbs. So get ready, folks. This is going to be great women's doubles.
Yeah, our first look at Anisimova, obviously, but here's Nicole Gibbs. Our first look at Nicole, who will feature in the women's singles in the last set. Stanford All-American. They're great college players.
Gibbs finds the net.
Yeah, it can be tough for a player like Gibbs, who's been, she's been sitting on the courtside bench now for 3 events. She's got to come out here and hit top speed right away. Forehand in the net does not mean a good start for her.
Great return right there by Rodionova. Just anticipating that ball and then just stroking it.
Yeah, Rodionova is just a great contact hitter. When she hits the ball, it goes, and she always seems to put the ball in the middle of the strings.
Second serve, love 30.
She doesn't possess the power of Anisimova, but they could be a very tough combination.
And that's the experience right there. Klepac just lurking there at the net and then putting it away with tremendous angle. It is 15-30. Gibbs to serve. And good hands right there at the net. Klepac went off the net, yet she's able to go ahead and still get some pretty good strings on that.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch Anisimova play. So young, she hasn't really played that much doubles. So she's going to be primarily playing from the back, and you see she got caught there having to play an underspin forehand.
30 all. Oh, beautiful shot there by Gibbs. The former Stanford player showing you that beautiful inside-out touch.
And also vision on the court. She's an experienced player in World Team Tennis, her 5th season, originally out of Cincinnati. Got a wonderful tennis community in Ohio. She's a part of that, but now living in Santa Monica, and a good serve to get the opening game. So from love 30 down, 4 straight points, and that's just what they needed. The Breakers have not had any good news.
And you see the smile on the part of Klepac and Gibbs, very happy to start off. Second serve for Anisimova.
Got to keep the ball a little bit lower.
And again, for an experienced singles player that Anisimova is, the gaps get really small in doubles.
That's right. The targets you have to hit into are smaller. The players are at the net intercepting your shots.
Second serve, love 15.
She went for a little too much there.
Good
love
hands.
30.
Rodionova took the best that Gibbs could give her at the net and kept it in. Unfortunately, Anisimova got overly greedy on that one. And a big serve finding the backhand of Klepac. 15-30.
Anisimova was so impressive at the French Open this year. Brilliant run to the semifinals. I mean, such composure and talent for someone so young.
Cool, calm, collective at the net is Arina Rodionova putting that ball away, getting a lot of strings on that ball. How about that serve? Short angled serve with wicked spin on it.
Yeah, 17 years of age, and she's 5'11". So she's very tall, very athletic, very skilled.
Born in New Jersey. Second serve.
What happened there? Just didn't accelerate up at the toss. So here is another deciding point.
First double fault for Anisimova. An excellent hand, Rodionova. Great serve by Anisimova to move Gibbs off the court, and there was Arina Rodionova.
And the Aviators have done a good job when it comes to 3 points all. There are 6 of them tonight, and they've won 4 of them. And those are huge moments that you have to capitalize on. Good serve sets up the volley.
Klepac serving, and you see the match score 16-7 in favor of the Aviators. Great return, heavy ball on that return by Anisimova.
Interesting, in both of these games in the women's doubles, the server has been down love 30, but has found a way back. Here's Klepac at love 15.
There was a bug that was driving Klepac nuts there. Last night we had a bat that drove Flipkins nuts. I don't know if that's part of the... Yeah, actually it was a Coco match. So I don't know if it's actually something that the Aviators plant here to make the opponents unnerved. 15-all. Good job by Gibbs to get that racket out of there. It is 30-15. Klepac starting now. Rodionova to return. Trying to run around that backhand is Rodionova, instead finds the net.
Yeah, Klepac is the only remaining player from the 2017 championship team. Tamaraz Gabashvili, Stevie Johnson, Ken Skupski, who played for Orlando, Yanina Wickmar. Oh, that is a wonderful strike.
That is the heavy forehand. When she straightens out that arm, that ball is taking off those strings. 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova. 40-30, Klepac to serve. And good overhead by Gibbs, not over hitting on that one. Rodionova wanted to drop it at her feet and not able to get it over the net.
Yeah, this is a nice combination of plays. Klepac keeping the ball deep, and then Gibbs getting active at the net.
Good play by Gibbs.
Yeah, she's very active, and she always has good hands up at the net. You know, quick feet makes for quick hands, and she's certainly very resourceful up there. Trying to get a break and maybe get the Breakers their first set of the evening.
Love 15. Good job by Klepac finding that seam just out of the reach of Anisimova.
And this is why Anisimova served first, because Rodionova was up at the net. With Rodionova serving, Anisimova doesn't quite have the experience in doubles.
So would you move her back?
I'd still have her forward, but you just have to try and make the best of it. See, and that's a smart play by Klepac. Test Anisimova's volleys.
It was interesting. Last night, she was up there, and they tested her, and she delivered that 8-7 win. And it was amazing the way she, little by little, started getting more comfortable at the net the more she played there with Anna-Lena Gernefeld.
Nope, not the right shot there.
That's part of the experience that she's going to get playing doubles. Not able to go there. So now it is 3-1. The Breakers out in front. We'll be back with more women's doubles right after this.
Geico has over 75 years of savings and service.
Whoa.
Travis and IT made it.
It's amazing.
Geico
Oh, is that Travis's app? It's pretty cool, isn't it?
There's 2 of them.
They're multiplying.
Geico has over
No,
75
guys, it's me.
savings and
See?
service.
No, I'm real. I'm real.
Who thinks he's real?
Geico. Over 75 years of savings and service.
Are we playing? Oh my God. You beat the system.
Want to talk dirty? How about a dirty martini with a clean, crisp twist? Introducing the world's cleanest dirty martini. Broken Shed Vodka. Sip it and set your spirit free.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is The Breakers. This is WTT, July 2019.
We're at the Costa Resort and Spa in Carlsbad, California, the Omni property. And it is Aloha Friday here in La Costa. Gibbs to serve. And that ball goes long. Anisimova sending that ball long.
Aloha Friday.
Aloha Friday. You know, well, I'll get back to this. Gibbs to serve. 15 love. And that ball also sails Rodionova there. Okay, so what's the correct way? Is it Hawaii or is it Hawaii?
Hawaii.
I asked him Hawaiian. I said, is it Hawaii or is it Hawaii? I said, it's Hawaii. I said, well, thank you. He says, you're welcome. Look at that control. 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova threading the needle down the alley.
Yeah, she really has beautiful ground strokes.
Heavy, heavy ground strokes.
Change directions, generate power. There's Mark Woodford there. Hall of Famer sitting in the corner of the court, the Aussie. Doubles great.
Is not coming back. That can't be recycled. That is just flying out the door. So it is 40-15. Gibbs having a good service game. She went to the forehand of Anisimova. Just missing. Second serve. And another game now for the Breakers as they now take a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, they're starting to cut into that lead. It was 15-6. Now it's 16-10. So the Aviators making some moves here right at the end. Will it be enough? Remember, we got one set remains after the women's doubles.
And John Lloyd has saved Amanda Anisimova for that last set. Good job by Rodionova there to get some angle on that shot and get it off the court. Amanda Anisimova serving 15 love. Great bow of that back. Really getting that apex and climbing the heights up there to bring that ball down. 30 love. There's another fast motion right there. And Anisimova only needs 8 seconds.
Well, one of the features of World Team Tennis is that a lot of young players start out their pro careers in World Team Tennis. Maria Sharapova played World Team Tennis as a teenager. So did Victoria Azarenka. It's a great opportunity for young players to get a taste of the big time without having to spend weeks on the WTA tour where they're limited by how much tennis they can play. Remember the age eligibility rules.
30-15. Look at that control. She bent that ball and sent it on a journey right over the head of Nicole Gibbs. she keeps her game. And now it is 4-2 in favor of the Breakers.
Yeah, important game to get because it extended the lead to 7 games. So obviously the Breakers a chance to close it out on serve. Klepac trying to get it done. She's been in this position before. She's been quarterfinals at 3 of the 4 majors in doubles. Over the baseline.
A little bit too much, but you got to be impressed with the synchronized movement right there. And they haven't played together much in Rodionova and Anisimova. Beautiful movement. $15 love. Great placement by Klepac, real ascendant. Anisimova to run all the way to the far corner.
Yeah, that's one of Klepac's best shots. The backhand topspin lob, she's used it throughout this season. It's one of her go-to plays, and she used it perfectly there.
And that go-to play gives her a 30 love lead now. Is that an ace?
They were hoping it went over. It didn't quite get a crawl over.
Second serve. That one gets away from Anisimova. And now it is 40 love. Exactly what the Breakers needed here. A big performance by Klepac, the leader of this team. And that goes wide, and it's 5-2. The Breakers taking this, and it's now 17-11. And the fans here, and you see John Lloyd getting a chance to go ahead and visit with his young star, Amanda Anisimova, and now she's going to be playing singles as she take on Nicole Gibbs. So we'll be back with women's singles right after this.
It is time to what I call share the love.
Chocolate and champagne. These are my 2 favorite foods. Oh my.
Our goal is to provide the widest range of products we can for people to have the best tennis experience possible. All types of products that could be used on a tennis court, from the nets and the posts, the basic infrastructure, to the equipment and amenities that make the game safer or just more comfortable for players. It all comes together there on the court. Every court's a little different. We try to leverage our expertise to help each individual have the best court they possibly can.
Take home their first King Trophy. The Castles get it done. San Diego Aviators have won it. There it is. Orange County Breakers are the World Team Tennis Champions. What an amazing effort by an amazing team.
I can't believe it.
car brought his karaoke machine?
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why I never wanted you to say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin! No!
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a pro tennis player.
I thought you were going to get things done today.
I did. I had a consultation with my doctor this morning, and I set up a meeting with my lawyer about my Wimbledon application.
How could you afford a lawyer?
It's included with my phone. My Rocket IO Pro 3D comes with legal services, 24/7 doctor, glasses-free 3D, and it's less than $300.
You saving some money. Now you can start paying rent.
Wait, what?
Get the Rocket IO Pro 3D for less than $300. Rocket Smarter Phones.
Summer is heating up, and so is the WTT. Be sure to visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at World Team Tennis for highlights, behind-the-scenes videos, and complete coverage of World Team Tennis 2019. And now, folks, the moment you've been waiting for. The young lady, the future star, the future #1 possibly Leaf, and that is this 17-year-old named Amanda Anisimova.
Yeah, she is all of that and more. I mean, what a brilliant breakthrough she had at Roland Garros this year. Youngest woman to reach the semifinal of a major since Nicole Ivanisova in 2006. So pretty exciting times for her. I mean, last year she cracked the top 100. This year, not only did she do well at a major in Roland Garros, but she also won her first title in Bogota in Colombia down to South America. So the sky's the limit for this young person who's got a great game, a great foundation. She's a wonderful competitor, and it's great to see her a part of World Team Tennis.
And she was really enjoyed World Team Tennis because she talked about that. It's something new for her to have teams and teammates like that urge her on and stuff. And she's going to start off here showing you her big serve. This is 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova taking on Nicole Gibbs. She steps into that forehand and rips a swinging volley for a winner.
And Gibbs is a feisty baseliner. She's going to make a lot of balls, and it's going to be up to Amanda to see if she can close out the lets in play. Yeah, and that's the kind of tennis Gibbs would like to play. Get into an exchange, and if she can find something to accelerate, make Anisimova play some defense.
15 all.
It's easier said than done when you've got this big first serve coming at you, and then she backs it up with heavy ground strokes. More often than not, you're responding to what Amanda's doing out there. She likes to be the boss. Just ask Simona Halep, who she beat at Roland Garros.
And that time Gibbs gets a great look on a short ball as that drop shot did not work for Anisimova. You know, in that match yesterday, Flipkins did that to her about 3 times before all of a sudden you saw Amanda say, wait a minute, I could do that too. She started doing it.
Oh, that's a sweet ball. And many players aren't completely comfortable moving forward to that ball, and you can see how comfortable she is. She stepped up nicely and just cracked it up the line.
Great racket speed to keep that ball in. 40-30. And great angle on that shot. And you see, I mean, this is an artist. This is an artist painting a canvas that's 36 by 78. She's covering all of it.
Yeah, Gibbs unable to track that down. Not very comfortable when you're outside the doubles alley making a play.
Second serve. wrong with that shot. Gibbs trying to push Amanda back.
Yeah, it's important that Gibbs play with depth in these ground stroke rallies. Anything short, we saw it Anisimova likes. She likes to come in and just take on the short ball.
And that ball drops in. Heavy, heavy ball that just dropped. It's almost like there's a dent on the court over there right now.
81-mile-an-hour second serve. Anisimova gave it a ride.
A good serve that kicks wide to the forehand of Amanda Anisimova. 15-30, Nicole Gibbs serving. Second serve. Try it. And she does, and it doesn't work. But when you're 17 years old, you're having a great time out here. And it is 30-30.
Well, she's getting a handle on all the options she possesses. I mean, she's played some good short balls on the clay. Here she is on a faster hard court, not as easy to execute. And this is an important game for Gibbs, just to get involved in the set, hang on to your serve, try and put a little scoreboard pressure on Anisimova.
Because Anisimova can heat up in a hurry. She reeled off 5 straight wins last night to win it.
Yeah.
And now here it is, deciding point. So important for Gibbs to win this. Gibbs is a backboard, but finally, the feathery touch of Amanda Anisimova gives her a 2-love lead.
Boy, such a mature point. She really decided to come in at the right time. She didn't come in too early. She just felt, okay, now's my time, and it was. And it didn't have to be a great volley, but it was good enough.
Now 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova to serve. Double fault. First one for Amanda in the singles. She had 1 in the doubles.
And Anisimova also played well in Melbourne, in Australia. Got to the 4th round there, lost to Petra Kvitova. Whoops.
Good return by Gibbs, really stepping into that.
So the signs were good for Anisimova at the start of the year that she was going to have a big year.
And of course, the U.S. Open looks ahead.
It's going to be an exciting tournament for the women.
Love 30. Why not? Again, trying to go ahead and go with that short drop. Love 40.
Now, pressure is a funny thing. It can make you do things that you don't normally do.
That one gets away, and Gibbs gets a big break here. 19-12 is the match score.
And again, it's all about winning games, Benny. And Gibbs is trying to hang tough. Remember, she wins the last set, she can force extended play. So despite being behind in the score, if she can win the set, the Breakers still have a chance to win the match.
So for Gibbs, she's planning to stick around for a long time tonight. For Anisimova, she wants to make it very quick.
Exactly right. The Aviators win this set, they win the match.
And if this is a relay team, this is the young lady that's running the anchor for John Lloyd. Amanda Anisimova, love 30. Good stroke right there by Gibbs after she pushed Anisimova.
And that's one of the advantages of serving out wide. The very next shot you have, you've got a big target to hit into. Gibbs executed that perfectly.
15-30. Beautiful strokes right there by Nicole Gibbs. Really moving around. Amanda Anisimova all over the court.
Yeah, she's really playing some of her best stuff there. She got in position very early, so saw that option up the line.
30 all. And a dreaded double fault. First one for Gibbs. 30-40.
Isn't it amazing how a double fault can really short circuit all the good things? She'd played 2 great points, and then the double fault, suddenly she's in all sorts of trouble again.
A Geico timeout. To me, that's the equivalent of a sack in football.
Yeah.
Because it's such a devastating thing. It just brings you down.
Yeah.
It's like crushes you.
Throws you out of your rhythm. Suddenly you have to game plan in a different way. And here's a chance for Anisimova to restore the break advantage.
Now she's going to get a good look at this serve. Watch her step in. And kicked it at just the right place there. Bringing that backhand of Anisimova up high. Here's the deciding point. Great get by Nicole Gibbs. She sent up a, that was so high. That thing had a crew of 2 and a meal. That's how high that ball went. So we're even at 2-2. Back with more women's singles after this.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is the Aviators. This is WTT, July 2019.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots
and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
The La Costa Resort and Spa, where we've seen some great tennis. And this one is not disappointing. 19-13 is the match score, as you see there. Aviators in front. Second serve. Just like that, now takes a 15. The lead goes to the backhand of Nicole Gibbs. She steps into the court, Leaf. It's trouble for Gibbs.
Yeah, she saw that ball come off Gibbs's racket. She took 2 very quick steps forward and just got on top of the bounce beautifully. Really playing some nice tennis.
30 love. I don't even think she used a second off that service clock that time. That's how fast she was going. Now it is 30-15. Look at that, threading the needle. Just beautiful execution on the part of 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova.
And she went back to the drop shot, but just executed it a little bit better, made sure that she had enough clearance on the net. And finish it off with a nice pass up the line.
And that forehand gets away from her. It goes long. Good job by Nicole Gibbs tracking those balls down and sending them back. Gibbs is a recycling plant.
She just keeps getting balls in play. The more running she does, the better she gets.
And the big serve goes to the forehand of Gibbs. And just like that, Amanda Anisimova now gives herself a 3-2 lead. 20 now to 13 is the match score.
Yeah, I think she's played pretty well tonight. Yes, they've traded breaks of serve, but there are going to be some nervous moments on both sides of the net. But generally, a pretty good performance by both these two.
Good return by Gibbs. Little lackadaisical on the part of the 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova in getting to that ball. 15 love. Great job by Gibbs, finding the small angle that she could get with that shot and executing it perfectly.
Yeah, this is some of the best tennis we've seen Nicole play this year. Just playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of belief. Remember, she was away with a cancer scare. Did not play Roland Garros. And so it's nice to see her back healthy and playing again.
87-mile-an-hour serve that Amanda Anisimova got a great look at and just crushed it. 30-15. That is a heavy ball, Leaf.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear them as well as watch them, because the ball coming off Amanda's racket has a real crack to it.
It's got an explosion. 30 all. She got a good look at that serve. Was disappointed, not able to get enough strings to keep it in. (40-30). Chance to even it up. And good job right there by Gibbs.
She really is playing well, isn't she? Again,
she really is. And now we're even 3-3.
And that time she moved up quickly on the short ball and was able to finish.
20-14 is the match score. And now 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova is going to serve. Trying to deliver the win for her team, the San Diego Aviators.
Boy, what a shot that was.
A two-hand backhand swinging volley. Put her chin right on her shoulder and ripped it. 15-love. Overpowering Gibbs with that serve. 100-mile-an-hour serve.
She gets a lot of serves in. You know, she hits, because she is so tall, she's got a nice angle when that toss is up high.
You know, and it's a clean motion. There's nothing going on in between that. She gets straight up there and then cracks it. Good return by Gibbs. Going to the backhand of Amanda Anisimova. 30-15. What a battler, though. Nicole Gibbs battling to the end. Not able to execute that drop. Gibbs just too fast. She tracked that ball down and she was on it.
Yeah, she's one of the more speedy customers in the WTA. And again, that drop shot on a hard court sat up pretty high.
30-all. Just tattooing that ball. 17-year-old Amanda Anisimova.
We saw the swing volley on the backhand side. There's the forehand, and this is a very high lob, and her timing has to be right, and it is.
And you can see how she made sure she kept that racket up, 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 and then just put all strings on it. 40-30. What a great way to close it with an ace. 104 miles an hour. And now it is 4-3.
Yeah, so Anisimova has guaranteed herself at least a tie break here. However, if she get a break here, it's over, and the Aviators will clinch it.
21-14 is the match score. Nicole Gibbs to serve. And finds that open area of the court. Nicole Gibbs. Staying alive, staying alive. No, that's Andy Gibbs.
That could be a song. Oh, that is a song, right? Okay.
Second serve. How about that? Right down that line. Caught that by her ear and sent it down the line.
Yeah, and one of the things that makes her so impressive is that her weapons, her backhand, her forehand, they're just so dependable. Okay, yes, she'll miss occasionally, but that was just money. Did I mention the forehand?
You did mention it.
But you know what I mean? They look like they're going to go in. and under pressure, those can stand up, and we've seen that.
And as an opponent, you know it's going to go in.
Yeah, it's tough. Where do you put the ball?
15-30.
Excellent shot.
But that serve is what set that up. Great location on that serve.
Exactly. And again, it was out wide, and when you serve out wide, you've got target to hit into. And I like how she committed to the shot.
30 all. And right there, coming right down the center of the court with that return. No angle for Nicole Gibbs. 30-40. This wraps it up if she can get the break. Amanda Anisimova to return. Second serve. Look for her to step in now. How about that? She can work for Caltrans. She painted that line beautifully. Amanda Anisimova, she gave 2 great performances for this Aviator team. She won last night in impressive fashion, and here, like every great headliner, what a close.
Yeah, she really came and played some fine tennis. I thought Nicole Gibbs played real well in the singles too, but just too much clean ball striking and a lot of nice winners by Amanda Anisimova. So she's the star, she's the closer, getting it done. The Aviators built the lead, and she closed it out at the finish.
So we'll be back to wrap it up for you right after this.
I want it.
I can't believe it.
That car brought his karaoke machine.
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why you'd say.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin. No.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Our goal is to provide the widest range of products we can for people to have the best tennis experience possible. All types of products that could be used on a tennis court, from the nets and the posts, the basic infrastructure, to the equipment and amenities that make the game safer or just more comfortable for players. It all comes together there on the court. Every court's a little different. We try to leverage our expertise to help each individual have the best court they possibly can.
Give me a racket and watch me go. Because I won't come back the same.
Sometimes I'll come back with scratches and scrapes.
Or with stories of great shots
and close shaves.
Of wins for the history books.
And of losses I'll never forget.
But watch me smile.
Say good game.
And put my racket away for now, but not for good.
Because I'll have seen what I can do.
And I know greatness
is waiting.
Sign up with Net Generation, official youth tennis of the USTA.
Sport.
How do you rock the world of tennis? Burn the rule book. Change the game. Make it faster. No, way faster. Pair up the sexes. Call in the coaches. Fist bump this badass. Playing teams. And don't forget the pros. Lots of pros. This is the next evolution of tennis. This is WTT, July 2019.
World Team Tennis has been brought to you by Geico, saving people money for over 75 years. By Rocket, game-changing phones with glasses, free 3D. And by Forevermark, a diamond is forever. So the home team, Aviators, tonight avenge an earlier 20-17 loss to the Breakers. Tonight they win 22-14. A stellar performance by that young lady right there, Amanda Anisimova. She has won in doubles and in singles 2 consecutive nights, delivering huge wins for this Aviator team. Now finds himself solidly in 3rd place.
Yeah, you know, Anisimova really played well tonight. I mean, she is the youngest American to reach the last 4 of a major since Venus Williams back in '97 at the U.S. Open. So it is an American youngster coming up. It's great to see her a part of World Team Tennis. And I think the Aviators are pretty happy to have her in the lineup as she closed out that win. And she did it in impressive fashion. I mean, the Aviators have to be so excited. Look at the standings, and you can see that the Aviators now, they're in 3rd place. So if the playoffs started today, they would be a part of it. Obviously, the Empire, they have 4 more matches to play. The Breakers have 5 more matches to play. So still plenty to play for. And nothing's been decided, nothing confirmed yet. I'm pretty sure Philadelphia and Springfield, though, are in good positions.
And the reason why they have so many plays is because of those rains, that were caused. And so those have to be made up. And that's something that, for all you fans out there that play league tennis, you're familiar with that. Every once in a while, you get the time when you have to reschedule those matches, and that's how the Breakers find themselves in that situation. But for the Aviators, a huge win here tonight here at home. They had to go ahead again. The road to Vegas, 4 teams make it to Vegas. You get to Vegas, and that's where you go out. You take your best shot and see where the chips may fall. So for the Aviators, a great performance. Johnny O'Mara right there, a very happy guy with his performance as well. And it was solid all the way around for this team of John Lloyd. And Anisimova is going to miss. She's going to miss these guys. And there's the schedule for tomorrow. You got the Empire at the Storm, the Rollers at Breakers. So those are all, again, so very important for the standings for those 4 teams to go ahead and get to Las Vegas. We'll be back with more right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, this is it. I hope you enjoyed the tennis from my partner, Leif Shiras. I'm Ben Ricardo. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Until our next time, good night, everybody.